Unstructured podcast. New week, new hairstyles coming for one of our individuals on this show. Back at it again. Appreciate you guys always listening. On this week's episode, we're going to talk about how Ethan Zaretsky is going to be getting a Mohawk at Great Clips starting tomorrow, or wherever he wants to go. But for those that didn't know, a couple episodes back, Ethan and I made a friendly bet of the Carolina Hurricanes versus the Florida Panthers NHL series, who was going to win, and whoever lost had to do the punishment based on the most liked comment. And Ethan's going to have to go get a Mohawk, so cannot wait for that video to come out. But Ethan, how the hell are we feeling about that, and also just how are we feeling?
I'm feeling good. It's a new month. It's June now. So that's the Flight Reacts month, I'm pretty sure, or he likes to, it's June. Halfway through 2025, it's great. It sucks that I have to get this haircut, but shout out to Connor Prince for commenting. Shout out to everyone that commented. Top comment, I got to get a Mohawk. I'm actually due for a haircut, so it kind of works out. So I'll be getting that this week. I'll be getting the content, and yeah, I'm not excited for it. But I definitely won't be going to Great Clips, so I'll be good. Shout out the hair designers.
Shout out to hair designers. And look, I respect Ethan for actually living to his word, right? Because I think that applies to a lot of ways, whether it's in business, whether it's in a funny setting like this with a podcast. Be a man of your word because it goes a long way. And so I respect him for not only trying the orange chicken, but now having to get a Mohawk. I feel bad. Ethan's been in the gutter now for like 2-3 weeks. Like, Buddy's got to get like some like cleaning supplies, no? Like get like the Bleed Mountain stuff and like the
I'll get you
cleaners.
back. I'll get you back with the friendly wager. Maybe we'll make one on this actual show. So we'll
Let's do
see.
it.
You're gonna have to
Let's
stay
do it.
tuned for that. You're gonna have to stay tuned for that one.
But I'm
Go
like
ahead,
a big
John.
discount guy in like Bristol Farms. Like, should I get
This
like
is the
steak
second
or?
time. This is back-to-back weeks where you're bringing up that stupid piece of paper, which makes me think that it's just rotten on your table. Like that piece of paper
Actually,
is rotten.
this is a new exclusive offer. It's USDA Prime New York Steak. Buy one get one free. Tell me that doesn't ring a bell.
Tell me that exact piece of paper wasn't on the show last week that you were
Yes,
showing with
but I
Alex
started
and
writing. I started doodling on it, as you
oh,
say,
that's right. That's right. I remember you writing on that. I do.
because I was ready, and you go, dude, he's doodling. You're literally just doodling.
You literally just well, I because you were writing down like some predictions or something, and I was like, why don't you just write it down in your notes app or something?
Exactly, dude. Let me tell you something. We have a thriller of series coming up in the NBA and the NHL. First off, free match of NHL. 2,400 some miles later. Jesus, bro. You want to talk about a cross country, more like cross country, like passport you need to get to both spots.
Yeah,
Could you
you do.
imagine? Could you imagine like one of the players, like Carter Verhaeghe, like forgot his passport? Like, is Buddy gonna get on the flight or what?
Well, it's funny you say that. When it's sorry, I don't want to switch topics, but it's very similar. The Tampa Bay Rays played a series in Toronto, and the Rays first baseman, his passport was expired, so he wasn't able to make the trip to Toronto, which was pretty crazy.
Was
But
he
yeah,
like one of their best
don't
players?
forget your passport. Yeah, yeah. I mean, he's the leadoff man, Yandy Diaz. He's goaded. But yeah, don't make sure your passports are updated, and like
Please.
make sure you don't forget your passport when you're going to a different country, especially
Let me
Canada,
check if
because
mine are updated, honestly. Live in show. Um,
yep, Juwan's going through his okay, all right, and he's gonna dox himself showing his
by the way,
passport.
you hear all that noise? That's how much you know that's just
Don't
cram.
show your
Go.
please do not show your passport on the show. I don't want to have
Uh,
to blur it out.
oh, I'm not gonna show my passport. I'm just gonna
Okay,
check
good.
on. It's gonna like face me.
But yeah, I mean the travel is crazy,
Insane.
and I think that the Florida Panthers having to be in three back-to-back Stanley Cups, opposed to Edmonton only being in two back-to-back Stanley Cups. The Panthers definitely have a lot more miles on them, so it's going to be interesting to see how that plays out. I do have a bone to pick with these leagues, though, Juwan. Whenever you're done checking your passport,
It is. It is on par. It is on par, which is good. Let me check the other one. I actually have two passports.
okay, okay. Well, while Juwan waits to check his passports, see if they're updated and or in check, I
Wow, I
understand.
almost just revealed. I almost just accidentally revealed.
Yeah, let's not do that. Juwan, I would appreciate if you listen while I say this while you check your
Oh, I
passport.
am. I'm
Okay,
done
good.
now. Everything's good.
I understand that these leagues need to prepare for the maximum amount of games in a series. For example, Knicks Pacers, they were expecting or they need to get ready for a 7 game series, which is why the games are so much later, which is the bone I have to pick. The games ended yesterday and the day before that. The hockey series and the NBA series, the finals are set. And now we have to wait 4, 5, 6 days for the finals to start. Stanley Cup finals and NBA finals. For all that somehow like to watch the NBA. Listen, I don't
Uh,
understand why there has to be 4, 5, 6 days in between the conference finals and the finals.
I'll tell you why.
Because it's rest that these players are not used to. And it's just messing up the mojo. And in my opinion, I think it's all based on TV rights and all that BS. And I think it's horrible for the sports.
I don't think it's that bad, to be honest. I think you're just excited for new games to
No,
start. Number
I
one,
don't.
I'll tell you why. I'll tell you why though it happens. One, these guys need rest, Rescue. They're playing like out of their minds the amount of games they're playing. They're already exhausted. Like they're already exhausted. Number two, media. Like they have to do media days and they have to do those different things that they do the promo. So then when you're watching picking Cheetos and freaking eating Doritos, like what are falling on your chest because you're just like brain rotting. You know, all that promo stuff that they do before the game is that's what they make. So shout out the editors and shout out the people in the green room making all that stuff. Third of all,
Fair.
I'm telling you right now, Pacers in six. Fourth of all, NHL. This is a lock. This is a lock. Last year, the series between Florida Panthers and Edmonton Oilers started in Florida. It went to Game 7 in Florida. This year it's reversed. Game one's in Edmonton. I'm telling you right now, if this series goes to 7, Connor McDavid will host his first ever trophy. People will start posting the graphics. Is he the GOAT? X, Y, and Z. I can
Okay.
promise you that. I can promise you that.
You
And
have
if
it
I
on
can, and
record.
if I, and correct. And if I'm wrong, I'll give you this: a Biscoff, $2 off at Costco.
Yeah,
I'll give you that.
you can hold on to that, brother. I'm good on the Biscoff. But if you want to make a friendly wager, we can try and figure something out. I don't understand. I mean, I don't watch the NBA, but I don't understand why you're so
Why don't
confident
you
in the
watch the NBA?
Pacers.
Why don't you watch the NBA? Why don't you watch the NBA?
Why don't I watch the NBA? Really? You want to
Remind
know?
people.
Because it's all about the money. It's not about the players. It's not about anything else other than how much money can we get and how quickly can we get it. And I don't like that. So that's why I don't like the NBA because it's not about making the fans happy. It's not about building franchises. It's about how much money. It's basically the MLB with salary cap. That's the NBA. It's the MLB with the salary cap.
It's the MLB with salary cap. That's a crazy take, brother. I don't know
But
what's
by
crazy.
the way, I love the NBA. I love the MLB.
You're about to say
I
NBA. I know you are.
no.
I know you
Well,
are.
I don't like the NBA, but
You don't like
I
the
like the
NBA because
MLB.
of Luka Doncic. That's why. That's why. That's
No,
why.
I could care
Yes.
less, honestly. Even when I was a Mavericks fan, I really didn't like the NBA that much. Now I absolutely despise it to its fullest extent.
Well, listen. The only thing I don't despise is Fritos on a pizza. So,
That is insane. That is insane.
I'm
Well, I
telling
have
you.
to get a mohawk. Um,
Yeah. And what are you
so
thinking?
how
Like
is that
for
going to look? How is that going to look? So like, I've never gotten the sides of my
you need to
head like,
shave your head. You need to shave the
dude.
sides.
Okay,
Yes. You
listen.
need to
Okay,
shave. Yo, chat.
let
Let
me.
him know.
I need to pull up the comment because I don't
Chat.
even know exactly what the comment says, like what I need to actually do.
Chat. W's in the chat. For second of all, chat. Let him know that he needs to get both sides completely shaved, like completely shaved, and then just the mohawk.
Dude, dude,
That'd be insane. You
hold on.
need
I
to,
gotta.
bro. You need to. The entire of your head needs to be shaved except the middle, and then they're gonna put massive amounts of gel to make it stick up.
All right, so the top comment, this is the word for word. Loser must get a mohawk. Head must be pretty much completely bald except for a squirrel
Yes.
tail down the
Yes.
middle.
Yes. Yes.
Dude,
Yes.
dude.
Yes.
Okay, listen.
Yes.
I'm all for doing the challenges and
You
have them be
cannot back
exactly what the
out of
top
it.
comments. Juwan, I'm not balding my head
Yeah, you
whatsoever.
are.
I will get a
You have
mohawk. I
to.
will get a mohawk, and I'm not doing that. There's no
You
way.
need to
There's
shave
no
both
way.
sides, bro.
It's not happening, bro.
You're not.
I'll
They're
shave
not.
it.
That's it
I'll
for a
shave it,
loser.
but I'm not going down to the skin. That's crazy. That's
Why?
absolutely crazy, bro. That's like 2 years of ruining hair. I'm not in love with myself at all, but like, listen, I need to look. like myself. I can't be looking like anybody else. We can't be like we can't be
Bro,
changing the
this
way
is
I
for the
look.
podcast, man.
So, so let me get this straight. I'm just doing the mohawk for an episode, or I'm changing my hairstyle for weeks. Like, what do I gotta do? Because we need to set things straight. Because
Yeah,
Juan, I'll tell you this. What?
I
Go.
think like you actually are gonna get the mohawk, and it might be a couple weeks that it grows in. But luckily, I think you can get maybe like a consultation with a hair, person that knows whether your follicles will grow at a certain rate, whatever that is. By the way, I just got a notification. My weekly report was 8 hours and 55 minutes on my screen.
That's
You
a whole
wanted
nother. Okay. Let's go back. Let's forget about that, Juan. We need to focus on this. I've been getting my haircut from the same person for like basically my whole life. Like the
correct, and
same
you're
three
gonna go in
people.
there and
Like
say mohawk. Thank you.
I'm gonna go in there. I'm gonna tell them that I lost a bet and that I
No,
need
you're
to
not
get a
gonna
mo.
tell them that. Just say
No, I
mohawk.
do. I have to. Well, I'm transparent with my barber.
You can't just
And
say
if I go in there and I say I want a mohawk, they're gonna be like, what happened to you? Are you okay? So I need to tell them that I lost
you
a
know that for
wager.
sure.
Yes, because I'm family with my barbers, as everyone else should be. I don't know why people go to Super Clips or
Facts.
whatever
Yo,
the heck.
that's a take right there. Actually, let the chat know about barbers and relationship with them.
If you are in your 20s and you don't have a consistent barber, you obviously don't care about your hair. Honestly, in my opinion, you don't care because you're just letting some rando every other couple weeks do your hair, and I don't know. Just get yourself a barber. But I'm gonna tell Nikki that I need to get a mohawk, and Nikki's gonna get me right. I'm not gonna say anything other than I need a mohawk. Get me right, and I'm gonna be rocking a mohawk. I guess I'm gonna be back.
Exactly.
I'm gonna be looking like Timothy Chalamet in 2025. So
Ways. Okay. I see you though. I see you. Looking like Timothy Chalamet and Kylie
not
Jenner.
not necessarily a good thing. I'm just referencing that that's what he was going for. I
I have
guess.
something to show you for when you come to Los Angeles. It expires July 31st though, so time's ticking.
Yeah, I'm not gonna make it. I'm not gonna make it.
Fogo de Fao, free lunch and brunch. Okay.
It's nice.
When I talk about the meat sweats, that's a place you'll get it.
I have nothing to say. I got nothing to say to that. I don't know what. I don't know.
Am my brain rotting right now?
I don't know what that was, bro.
Fogo de Fao.
Mm.
Okay.
You're missing right now.
What about I'll make some. I'll make it right now
You're
though.
airballing. You're airballing.
All right. Well, I won't airball on this one. What is the craziest color like sequence you've seen someone wear? Like, if that makes sense.
You're
What?
saying like combination of outfits, like colors.
Yes.
I feel like if you're wearing like if you're wearing two primary colors, like if you're wearing a red shirt with either yellow or blue pants, it can't look good. Can't look good. I'll give you an example of a horrible outfit.
Let me
It's
know.
not two colors, but on the topic of Timothy Chalamet, I mean, what in the world has he been wearing to these games?
You don't like it?
Does he think he's on the team or something? Like,
You don't think you like
uh,
it?
what do you mean, dude? He's dressing like he's in 2007, Juan. Like, this guy fully thinks he's in Nickelback. I do not understand. He's in a full orange jumpsuit on courts. I don't get it. I don't understand.
That's great. He's a passionate fan, bro, of the New York Knicks.
It,
Zvereski,
he,
he's been
dude,
at every game.
Okay, playoffs, not regular season, playoffs.
Yeah,
They go
because he was
because he gets
filming a
free.
movie.
They goes because he gets free tickets,
How do you know that?
dude. You think he's paying for these tickets? You're crazy. He's there. He's getting paid to go to these games. He's not
He's
paying to
getting
go to these
paid to go
games.
to those games.
Yes, yes. It's all publicity, bro. He is not. You think he's paying for those tickets?
I thought he was paying like 17 grand for like those
Dude, no,
tickets.
you're nuts. No, you're not. See, this is a prime example of how the NBA misinterpret, like literally that you thought that Timothy Chalamet and Kylie Jenner were paying for courtside tickets at NBA games. Genuinely, I'm not trying to roast you. This is just proving my point that the NBA is horrible. Please, how about Ben Stiller and Matthew McConaughey and all those celebrities. You think that they pay for? You think Spike Lee pays for his tickets?
No.
Okay, that's what I thought. It's
No,
a
I was
cash
just
grab,
messing
bro.
around. I honestly like kind of put two and two together after you said it, but initially I was like, yeah, they're probably paying, but they have all the money, so you know.
People think that these guys they have all the money and they're just paying, they could just pay for these tickets, but no, no, they're actually sitting there for free,
Yeah, like
for
this. And
free.
they have their Mike and Ike's just chomping. And then their popcorn just falling on their lap. And you know what's crazy about all of that? Is the fact that I need to go to Bristol Farms and get a New York Prime steak.
Okay, let's get off of Bristol Farms. Joanne, I need a hot take from you. Let me get something. Joanne.
Stresky, you stressing out? What's good?
No, no, I'm good. I'm good. I'm good. But I'm not. I'd be lying if I said I wasn't in the mood for college football. Like I really, really, really miss college football. Like to the,
Listen,
I'm like in
NCAA
full remission.
26.
Full remission.
Listen, NBA, NCAA 26 did the trailer. Saquon. Nick Singleton and James Franklin are on the cover. Okay?
Hmm.
Here's my hot take. The Northwestern Wildcats. The Northwestern Wildcats will finish in the top three in the Big Ten.
All right, that'll do it for this episode of the Unstructured Podcast. No, I'm kidding. I'm kidding. But that is an absolutely absurd take. Let's go through the Northwestern
To
Wildcats
be fair,
schedule.
I watched college football. To be fair, I watched college football.
Northwestern Wildcats schedule 2025 football. I'm
I
looking at the
watched college
schedule.
football.
Oh, I know. Okay, so let's look at their schedule. Week 3, they play Oregon. That's a loss.
Okay. At home or
They
away?
also
Wait.
at
At home
home.
or away?
At home. But come on, bro. Come on.
Bro,
Come on.
bro,
Come on.
bro, bro. That's right there. Northwestern's beating Oregon at home. Okay. Okay.
I
Mark it.
not
Mark it.
only am I
Mark it.
guaranteeing it, you know why? Do you know why?
Mark it.
Not only
Mark it.
is Northwestern not even close to Oregon in talent rankings. By the way, this is NIL, brother. This isn't like any team could be any team. This isn't like Oregon the week after plays Penn State. And you think that Oregon's gonna have a loss in going into the whiteout? No shot.
Correct.
No
Correct.
shot. No shot. Bro, they're
Okay.
gonna they want to have the teams undefeated when they play each other. That's the whole point of NBC, Peacock, like
Yeah. Okay. Okay. That's fine. That's fine.
Northwestern, I can confidently say, has like a 5 win schedule. 5 wins, and that's just not good enough to be top 10 in the Big Ten. Like they're at the bottom of the barrel. They have to play Nebraska in Nebraska. That's a
Yeah, that's a loss.
automatic loss. Like the only wins I'll give them is Purdue. It's only because it's like they play close and they're home. They play Minnesota at the end of the season and Illinois at the end of the season. Those are two charity games. They play Michigan, that's a loss. They play USC in USC,
First
that's
of
a
all, Illinois
loss.
is a dog. Illinois is a dog.
Yeah, but they're also in Illinois, so I wouldn't give the advantage to Northwestern. I think Northwestern's only wins could be in the non-con, and even then they play Tulane. Like that's a tough game in Tulane. Northwestern
And,
is chalked. I might have to take their team total under now that we talk about them.
wait,
I don't
you
know,
didn't even
brother.
provide the disclaimer.
What?
You didn't even provide the disclaimer. You just said that line.
Oh, if you have a gambling problem, call 1-800-GAMBLER. Yeah, I might have to call that number. No, I'm kidding. I'm kidding. I'm kidding. I'm just trying to make a joke. Joanne, that's a crazy take, though. Why did you pick Northwestern? Why did you say
Honestly,
Northwestern?
because you know why? Do you want to be honest?
Yeah, that's why I
I
asked.
went to a frozen yogurt place yesterday and it was purple colored. So I chose Northwestern.
What kind of frozen yogurt are you getting that's purple? That's a whole nother.
No, no. The
Dude,
the
what are
lo
you.
the wait the logo it was called pink berry, but it was like pink and like purple inside.
So the logo of the frozen yogurt place is purple, which is why you think that Northwestern is going to be a
Yes,
top three. Okay, you know what?
yes,
That kind of makes sense when you put it like that.
exactly. And I have conspiracy theories. Listen, here's my bedhead. What do you think of it?
It's much better than my bedhead. I showered. This is not my bedhead. Do you want to have a hot take for
Big.
you in college football? I don't think Bill Belichick makes it through the season as the head coach of the North Carolina Tar Heels.
Wow, really? Why?
I don't know. I got a weird feeling that he's just not locked in. and this could blow up right in
They're
my face.
definitely
They could
not
have.
winning the Natty. They're definitely not winning the Natty. No
I
shot.
would listen. I wouldn't be surprised if they made the playoffs. I mean, I guess I'd be a little bit
They're
surprised,
not
but
gonna make it. By the way,
they could.
do you see the new thing with the playoffs? How they're not doing this top four seeding or whatever? It's just straight seeding now.
Well, they're going to have buys. The top
No,
four
there's no
seeds.
buys. No, there's
Yes,
no
sir.
buys.
There's the top four seeds. So instead of conference, the top four
Yeah, instead of
conference,
it being conference championships, it's
it's
not
just the top four seeds get the buy.
correct. But it's not. But the top four seeds is what I'm telling you is not off conference championships anymore. It used to be off conference.
Correct.
It's not.
Yes.
It's
I
not.
know. I know. It's
Let's
good.
change. I know, bro. Penn State should have been in the Natty last year against Ohio State, and you know that. And you know that.
I'm okay with. Listen, I'm totally all right with them not being in the Natty because they're going to win it this year. And if Penn State played Ohio
Shit.
State in the national championship, they would have gotten steamrolled. It
Nope,
would
because
have
they
been.
lost by. Check this. Check the calendar. Check the calendar when they play them, and they lost by a touchdown. And more importantly, were on a first and goal on the 3 yard line and couldn't get a freaking touchdown to
They were
save
also
their life
home,
to tie a
and
game.
Penn State played horrible, horrible,
Yeah,
horrible.
and they still lost by 7. To my point, literally to my point,
Okay,
they played
Jawan, I
horrible.
I
They
understand
played
that,
horrible, and they
but
lost
but
by
then
7.
Ohio, but that was also early-ish in this, like middle of
No,
the
it was
season.
not. No, it was not.
Ohio State was Ohio. The way that Ohio State
It
played
was
against Penn
literally the
State,
end of the year. You're tripping, bro. You're tripping. They played in November.
yeah,
You're
it's like
tripping,
middle of the season. What week did they play? 7? They
bro.
played week 7.
Bro, the middle of the year is literally no. They play like week 9. The middle of the year is literally week 6, dude. You're 3 weeks off. I'm telling you.
Okay, okay,
Don't mess with me when it comes to college football.
that's
Northwestern
fine.
could be a crazy take, but like I know college football a little bit, bro. Like
I
I
know you
do.
do. I know.
So don't get
I'm
me
not. I'm not trying
started.
to mess with you. All
Because
I'm saying is that
go ahead.
the Ohio State team that played against Penn State was not the Ohio State team that won the national championship. The Ohio State team that won the national championship was a pissed off Ohio State from losing to Michigan. If Ohio State beat Michigan, they would have not won the national championship. That is a absolute guarantee. I mean, we can't say that, but like if Ohio State beat Michigan, they would not have won the national championship.
Fair. Now
Do you agree with
that's
that, or what are your thoughts on that?
I would have to look at the schedule and how it played out. I mean, like here's the thing: Ohio State didn't make it to the Big Ten championship. Penn State did. I think what made Penn State legitimately get to the semifinals of if I'm being quite frank, of last year's college football playoff. By the way, chat. Appreciate you guys tuning in. We've talked a lot about sports today, but that's just on the top of our minds. So, chat, I
Yeah,
appreciate you. But just want to put that disclaimer. Secondly, if you think about it, the reason Penn State got so far last year is because they went to that Big Ten championship with nothing to lose, and the fact that they literally competed so hard with Oregon was unbelievable. And guess what? Oregon ended up losing. By the way, remember, it's on the pod somewhere. I'm pretty confident. I said Oregon was going to lose to Ohio State. Lock in the Rose Bowl. I said it. I said it was a
I mean,
lock.
I said it too. I put a lot of money on it.
Yeah,
It was the freest
I
wager
knew
of all
Oregon
time.
was going to lose in the first round that they played. I knew it. Um, But yeah, I think it's interesting how it played out. But I think that game is the reason Penn State got so far. What I'm really excited about though is October 4th. Penn State's coming here to LA, not to play USC, but to play UCLA.
Hmm.
I can't wait. I'm going to that. It's at the Rose Bowl. You got to come, bro.
We'll see. We'll see. I want to just
What do you
circle
think?
back and
You
finish
you
that one
said you
point.
would. You did say a couple pods ago that you would consider it.
If I'm still unemployed, I can see if I can make it out there. But the reason that Penn State made the Big Ten championship last year
Was because
is
Ohio State lost
only
to Michigan.
is only because Ohio State lost to Michigan.
Correct.
So you never know how the season could have played out. Oregon would have played Ohio State in the Big Ten championship, and who knows? If Ohio State beat them, then they would have it could
I'm
have been a
excited though.
completely
College
different
football,
story.
bro. If you think about it, we're already in June,
So
bro. We're
excited,
like
bro.
right around the corner, July,
Dude,
August,
I'm
and that's
literally
it,
like I'm so excited, bro.
bro. We play in
I wake
August.
up. I wake up on a Saturday morning and I'm like, I want to watch game day. There's nothing else I want to do than
By the
watch
way, shout
college
out
game
Lee
day.
Court, but it's not gonna be the same. Lee Corso's done.
It's fine. College game day is so
Yo,
iconic and like
but
this.
you can't just walk
I never
away.
said it's not going to be the same.
It's not
Like it's
without Lee
not.
Corso.
No, it's definitely not. But like that's not going to make me
He's a
not
legend.
be.
He's a legend. He's a legend.
It makes me even more excited for the first week when it's his last game day.
I
So
know.
we'll see. I'm
He's a
excited.
legend though. Let's just shout
Oh, I
out Lee.
know. We know.
Shout out
Shout out
Lee.
Lee. Tip the cap to Lee Corso.
Literally a legend of college football for the last like 30 years.
I say he's the face of college football. Like if we're talking about like not like
Media
players,
and
but like
stuff.
like the face of college football. Like it's him, Chris Fowler, and Reese Davis.
They
But like
definitely made
obviously Lee.
they definitely made what college football is about. And man, like it's so special college football. And that's what the sucky part about NIL is, it takes the college aspect of it as being like an amateur. Like you just love college football for what it is. And yeah, man, I think it's exciting what's coming. But we've talked a lot about sports today. There's one thing I want to talk about.
Let's do it.
It's summertime.
Hmm.
We've been talking about it on other pods. It's summertime, Ethan.
Yeah.
Go to go to dessert in
Cheesecake.
summer. Huh?
Cheesecake.
Okay. You know what mine is?
Let's hear it.
No, I'm sorry. Let's be more specific. Run it back. Go to carnival dessert. You're at a carnival. What are you getting?
What is it? A funnel cake?
Yes, sir.
Zeppelis, fried Oreos.
I've
Like
never
all
had a
like
fried Oreo.
yeah. I'm not really the biggest Oreo fan, but like if you're splitting them, like I don't know.
Dude,
I would say funnel cake
funnel,
100%.
funnel
Funnel
cake
cake.
is so good.
There's something else though. Like I mean, we have funnel fries over here where they make like funnel cake fries.
That sounds good. Yo, can I tell you something
Um,
that's so underrated?
what?
So underrated. You know how there's chocolate covered strawberries?
Hmm.
Chocolate covered bananas.
Oh yeah,
So underrated. So underrated. Like
I'm all in for that.
I'm putting that on the radar. Would you agree with me that those are underrated? Chocolate covered bananas.
I wouldn't say that they're like underrated. I say that they're perfectly rated. I don't know if people talk about chocolate covered bananas enough.
They don't.
It's hard to find a
Dude,
chocolate covered banana in the wild.
I
It's not every
actually I
day.
actually might have to drive 2.5 hours down to San Diego to see my mom's cousins, who are my second cousins, um, to like try that. Like I'm being for real. Like
They got some elite chocolate covered bananas in San Diego.
bro, my mom's first cousin makes some of the best food I've ever had. Every time I go down there, bro, do not have a bad meal. Not at all. Bro, they make ready for this? Carne asada. Do you know what that is?
Hmm.
On a black stone. If you know what a black stone, you know. A black stone. Dude, that meat is so soft and tender. Oh my, I might have to drive down today. They said anytime I could come.
Make it a Sunday trip, bro. Sunday day trip. You might have to. You might have to give them a heads up. I mean, what is it over there? Almost 9, 10.
Yes.
You could make the trip.
Oh my gosh.
All right, Joanna, are we making a podcast wager or no?
Yeah, let's do it.
Okay. Well, I think it's a little bit unfair for me to just say that the Thunder are going to win the finals because I mean they're an $8 favorite to the Pacers. Like I feel like
You
that's not
really
really
think they're gonna
even.
win?
I mean it's all like it would be a huge upset if the Pacers won. That's just the fact. It's just a fact. I think it's more fair to do something for the NHL, and I've been so wrong so many
You have
times.
been. You want to
I think
go
this,
at it? Cause here we go.
yeah.
NHL wager. I can come up with something. We're not gonna do it with how many games they win. We're gonna do by how many goals someone scores. I think that makes it fun because it's a little bit more even.
Okay. All right. So
We're
we
gonna
each pick a player. We each pick a
right,
player, and whoever
but
scores
it
more
has to be
goals. Okay.
opposite team. It has to be opposite teams. I'm
That's
going
fine.
with
So you're gonna
Oilers.
pick an okay, I'm gonna pick a Panther. But you can't pick McDavid and I can't pick like the captain or like their best player.
Okay. Drysidle.
No, you know what? You could pick McDavid. It's fine.
No, no.
Anyone is no one's off limits.
Correct. Ready?
Who
Leon
okay,
Drysidle.
so okay, you pick an Oiler player, I pick a Panthers player, and whoever has more goals wins the wager. And then the
Correct.
top comment is what the loser has to do.
Correct. Leon Drysidle.
Okay. And is there a reason for that or you're just picking him?
You know, me and him used to be half cousins, I think, by transitive property.
Okay.
And I really like his haircut.
All right. I'm between two people. And I don't want to say both of their names because if one of
You
them has
can't.
more goals than the other, okay. No, I know it wouldn't count, but I'm
Leon
going with
Dries.
Carter. I'm going with Carter Verhaeghe,
Okay.
number 23, Florida Panthers. If Verhaeghe has more goals than Draisaitl, Juwan has to do what the top comment says. And if Draisaitl has more goals than Verhaeghe, I have to do what the top
Come
comment
on,
says.
Draisaitl. What do you think
I'm
of
probably,
Draisaitl as a player?
I mean, he's sick. I'm probably gonna, if Draisaitl was on the Panthers, he'd be the best player. I'm probably gonna have to do another
Nah.
punishment. So go easy on me, comment section, because next time you see me, I'm gonna have a mohawk courtesy of Connor Prince. So,
And with that, Ethan, the golden question. What's the word of the day?
mm.
By the way, you
The word
can
of the
see.
day, the word of the day is light, because I think light is taken for granted. I saw a movie a couple months ago called Alien, and in the movie Alien, they were on a planet where there was no light, darkness 24/7. And I just thought about it. I was like, what if there wasn't enough light in this world? Like, I don't think people would be as happy, and I think people take sunlight, light, vision for granted. So my word of the day today is light because you just got to enjoy the light in the world and appreciate that there isn't a ton of darkness, especially in a lot of people's lives. I don't know. I just feel like light is very important and it's something that a lot of people take for granted. So my word of the day today is light.
Dude, that was very heartfelt. I actually really was locked in on that, and I felt that
It's good.
genuinely.
That's good. That's the whole point.
You got me giggling, bro, and smiling. I actually felt that all the way down.
Got
Wow.
me like,
Yeah,
she.
I went on the beach for the keys. Yes, sir. Shout out services. My guys, Rob Prince, Austin Groff, Justin Lusner. If I'm leaving out anybody, I'm sorry. But my word of the day is gonna be Swiss. And why is it Swiss? Because I got a new backpack that is branded by Swiss. And I also think you could be a Swiss Army knife in life. You know what that means?
Here
Multi-use.
we go. Here we go.
Multi-use
Cook.
purpose. And the
Cook.
reason is whether you're gonna wake up your kids one day, you're gonna be an entrepreneur, you're gonna be a cook, whatever the asset is that you're gonna be for that day, do it really well. Shout out Professor Portman for this quote. If you're gonna sit in bed all day, do it well. If you're gonna go out and work 12 hours and work your face off, do it well. In life, do things well. Don't half-ass it. Excuse my French. And with that, the Unstructured Pod, we out.